Help, I have a big meeting coming up with a client who doesn't speak English. My boss wants to use an AI translation app, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Pfft, that's nothing. I have a big conference coming up and we need 4 languages at once. My boss says we have no alternative but to use AI translation apps due to budget constraints. What do I tell him? It looks like you two would be great contestants on a new game show, Meet Your Language Match, the show where we fix your language issues by finding the best kind of interpreting for you. Welcome to Meet Your Language Match. I'm your host, Dr. Jonathan Diney, and today we'll be helping 2 clients find their ideal partner for their very special event. And it's a game you can join in at home. First up, let's meet our clients. Client number 1, what's your name? I'm Bob McMeeting and I'm here looking for an exclusive provider to take to a terrific meeting with the client of my dreams. Bob, that's great. Let's introduce you to your potential providers. Provider number 1, what's your name and what are you offering?
I'm Isaac People and I offer my cheap, cheerful and easy to use interpreting system, Duplicate.
Provider number 2, what's your name and what are you offering?
Hi, I'm Steve from Accounts and I speak un peu de français. I should probably be finishing the year-end expenses, but the boss said that I should come here instead.
Provider number 3, name and offering, please.
Hi there, I'm Chris Croissant and I'm an interpreter and part-time food waste reduction expert.
Thank you very much to our wonderful potential providers. Contestant number 1, what's your first question to our providers? This meeting is super important to me. How much effort will you put into making sure it goes well?
Honestly, I will be doing thousands of meetings at the same time, so I will have no idea that yours is happening.
Oh, I know how important it is, but I'll be fitting in between my other projects in trying to get my boss off my back for the accounts being so late again.
Honestly, if you book me, you're getting my full attention. I'm going to use all of my time and attention to go through the documents and information you send me to make sure that you get the best service possible. Please send documents.
He's right, you know. Sending documents in advance is a great way to get better interpreting at no extra cost. There's even a great video on it, up there, and in the description below. Dr. Superterp, away!
But this meeting is super confidential. Will you keep my data safe?
Well, AI companies have leaked private chats and let people access your account through AI chatbots. AI companies also profit from your personal data. I will let you decide.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can keep the information safe, but then I already know about the meeting anyway, but some of the information might end up stored in my desk somewhere.
See, for me, it's different. I know that if I don't keep your data safe, I'm going to get fined, or lose my job, or both. And profiting off your data would mean that I would literally get sent to prison, and no one wants that. I also have the added bonus that in all likelihood a couple of days after your event, I've probably forgotten what I've interpreted anyway. Simultaneous interpreting is hard. After the break, we'll meet our second contestant and we'll find out which of our wonderful providers our contestants chose. But right now, a brief word from our sponsor. I'll get right to the point. The entire purpose of all of this is to show you one thing. If your next event really matters, you need to be working with human, professional interpreters. And if you would like to work with an expert in interpreting who's as locked into the success of your next event as you are, there's a link in the description below, or look up Integrity Languages. And now, back to the show. Welcome back to Meet Your Language Match. I'm your host, Dr. Jonathan Downey, and now we have our second contestant. Contestant number 2, what's your name?
I'm Claude de Conférence, and I'm looking for a client to accompany me on my fancy, expensive conference.
Great, now we have a slightly different set of potential providers for you, since Steve from Accounts got called away to another meeting. It is quite hard to guarantee his availability. New provider, what's your name and what do you offer?
I'm Ernie, and I offer nothing but English. Do it all in English and everything will be fine.
Okay, Claude, what's your first question to our lovely potential language providers? My boss is absolutely sure that we can't spend any money unnecessarily. Could you tell me how much you actually cost?
Costs are my strength. I can be free or you can pay. And I will say that if you pay, it will be better. I cannot guarantee that my prices will make any sense to you though, or be suitable for your actual needs. Yes.
I am pleasantly inexpensive. In fact, I cost nothing whatsoever. I cannot guarantee that the guests will return. But of course, riff-raff like that really should have learned English in the first place. Indeed.
I have to admit that once you get past a couple of languages, human interpreting is always the most expensive solution. Mostly because I have to pay bills and run a business, just like you do. But I do have the advantage that I have to take responsibility for my work. And I also allow people to take part in their own language. Human interpreting is expensive, but it is an investment. And in many cases, it's an investment that pays back way more than the initial cost.
He's right, you know. A 2025 systematic review by a team led by Lisa Van Lent found that the use of professional interpreters in hospitals led to better patient outcomes than any other language strategy, apart from the doctor and patient sharing the same language. A 2019 study also found that having professional interpreters in emergency rooms could shorten patient stays by up to an entire day. And a recent article in Business Info magazine found that UK companies lose out on £300,000 a year worth of business due to language issues. Links in the description. Dr. Superterp, away!
Interesting answers there, Claude. What's your next question? Like, how good are you really? You won't make stuff up or miss big chunks, will you?
I am so good. I passed all the tests I made up for myself, plus a few I invented. I will not make anything up unless I use LLMs, which I might do, or I might not do. And if I get things wrong, I will disclaim all liability. It is not my problem. It is your problem. Yes.
What he did mention was that we now know that he is less accurate at interpreting students and more likely to make mistakes that will cost you your reputation. Links in the description. Dr. Superterp, Away!
I don't like him.
Over to you, Ernie.
Half the audience may indeed be unable to follow proceedings, but if one is honest, they really should have learned English.
And you, Chris? I don't have the right to make stuff up, but if you send me the preparation materials in advance, there's a good video on that. I can make you sound as persuasive, funny, or powerful in the other language as you are in your own. It's not easy, but I love it. A big thank you to all our lovely potential providers! And now it's time for our contestants to meet their language match by choosing their language providers. I think I'll choose... Wait! Who would you choose? If you want your next meeting to go well, there really only is one choice. Contestant number 2. Who are you going to choose? I think I'll choose... Once again, wait! If you want your next conference to go without a hitch and for everyone to enjoy it just as much as everyone else, there really only is one choice. And that's why we can now go back to the past and answer the questions that you two posed us to begin with. Let's go! For important meetings that have to be right first time and where the information has to be kept confidential, there really only is one choice. Human interpreters have to keep your information confidential or they could lose their jobs, or worse, go to jail. They also give you their full attention the entire time, and unlike AI interpreting, they can adjust how they work on the fly to make sure that your meeting goes as well as possible. So, when the meeting really matters and when the information has to be kept confidential, who should you choose? I choose human interpreting because I care that the meeting goes well. And for conferences, while it might seem that AI translation apps are cheaper, independent tests have consistently shown that interpreters will be more accurate and are much, much less likely to leave your reputation in tatters. So for important conferences that have to be right, who should you choose? For conferences I care about, I'll choose human interpreter. And if you're looking for interpreters for your next meeting, event or conference, I'm Dr. Jonathan Downey, and you can contact me using the link in the description.